It's Divas That Care Radio. Stories, strategies, and ideas to inspire positive change. Welcome to Divas That Care, a network of women committed to making our world a better place for everyone. This is a global movement for women, by women, engaged in a collaborative effort to create a better world for future generations. To find out more about the movement, visit divasthatcare.com after the show. Right now, though, stay tuned for another jolt of inspiration.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to an interview with the Divas That Care. Today, my name is Amanda Bucklishchuk, and I have the honor to interview today one of the contributing authors in the newest Divas book, Animal Prints on My Soul. I'm so excited for you to get to know Leanne today and hear a little bit more about her as she contributed her story of horse, heart, and home. Welcome, Leanne.
Hi, Amanda. Thank you for having me here.
Absolutely. Leanne, could you tell me a little bit more about yourself?
So first and foremost, I'm a nature outside and be out on the farm kind of gal. And my kiddos are my constant inspiration for doing my best. Professionally, I have been a licensed body worker, holistic practitioner for quite a while, over 13 years. I also am a certified death doula, and everything that we do here at the farm is embraced in our love from our animals. So with our animal assisted learning programs.
Wow, that's awesome. That sounds really good. So, Leanne, can you tell me a little bit more about the story you contributed to the book and why you decided that you wanted to submit a story into this edition of the Divas That Care book?
Sure. It is really, truly to honor my first horse, Cougar. So he passed away in 2000. So it was quite a while ago, but every single piece of me is because of the experience that we had in growing up. So I was 16 when I got him, and he just from going from a teenager and into adulthood and graduations and all those, making it into the big wide world on your own now.
Yeah.
He carried me, and that's why, even though he's been gone for quite a while, his life is still being lived, I guess, through what I do and what we offer other people and kids with what we do here at the farm.
That's awesome. So you've kind of covered too why this story is so important to you. Did you have anything else to add to that?
I think it's just it's such a foundation, and I think it's kind of nice sometimes when we can have an opportunity to put some thought into where some of our foundations are and how they build and continue, I guess, into future and forward motions. And yeah, it's pretty special.
That's awesome. So could you share with me a little bit more about what you do? I know you had touched on a little bit about what you do for a profession, but how do you incorporate the animals into how you help others?
The animals are everything. And so we have our horses, and well, on the farm we have our horses, rabbits, dog, cats, fish. We have an axolotl. We have a crested gecko. So we have quite a variety of creatures here at the farm. And each one of them has something to teach and offer. So animals are just really good at, well, they have to be, in order to survive, they have to be good at taking care of their health and their well-being, and it's natural. And we can learn a lot about that from the animals. So they hold space for us. They offer their wisdom if we just are open to asking, for one thing, and then listening. And they have a lot to learn, or so we have a lot to learn. They have a lot to offer.
Absolutely. That's brilliant. So beautiful.
Thank
I
you.
am so impacted by just listening to what you have to share. And, I don't think I'll ever look at my dog the same way. I never looked at animals from that perspective. I mean, I was born and raised on a farm, but that's really, truly, Leanne, awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, even the bird, when you're out, even if you're in town and you see a little bird and he catches your attention, like there's just a connection, and what that connection can offer, whether it's just a sigh or just even a moment to fly away with whatever thoughts that you're thinking. And there's just, yeah, our animal world and our bug world, even our plant world, has a lot to say.
Absolutely. Wow, I can totally see the perspective. How do you assist other people through this process or this perspective with animals?
So, as the holistic health practitioner, craniosacral therapy and reflexology are the modalities that we use here at the farm. And the animals are brought into the sessions, and sometimes it's our cat, and she will just know and come up onto the table. Her name is Junie, and she's the sweetest thing in the universe. And so they offer, sometimes she'll lay down and the people will just be in awe of her picking the most perfect place to lay, and gentle. We have a program, we've been teaching a mindfulness animal assisted program for over 10 years now in schools with our bunnies. And so everything, it's just a way of life. It's hard to describe. They need the same thing as us. So it's really observing, and they need the same. They need food, they need shelter, and they need love and friends, and yeah, and so do we. So it's just reciprocated and observed back and forth.
Absolutely. That's fantastic. So with all the different programs that you offer and all the different modalities that you're able to do utilizing animals and that reciprocated friendship and shared energy, so to speak, how do people get a hold of you, and what would they get a hold of you? What could you help them with?
We have our website and Facebook, Instagram links. It's naturallynurtured.ca for our website. A good old-fashioned phone call, and we definitely love a good old-fashioned phone call. And if anyone's curious we have the opportunity to have a discovery call. It can be Zoom. We can meet, have a coffee over Zoom, and just talk about what it is that resonated, and maybe what's given a little bit of struggle and complications in your life. And we hear, it sounds crazy, but we do love grief. And who in the whole wide world has never experienced grief? And I don't think there's anybody. And so grief and loss is something that we like to hold space with, and animals are absolutely, they're incredible when it comes to holding space for grief.
Wow. That's awesome, Leanne. Well, thank you so much. I have truly enjoyed getting to know a little bit more about you, and I'm excited to, get my hands on this Animal Prints on My Soul, Divas, the next newest edition of the Divas book, and to read your contribution, Horse, Heart, and Home. It really sounds like you have been so impacted by the animals in your life, and that you can then share that with other people, that inspiration, that feeling of comfort that the animals provide.
Thank you. Yes, it was hard to pick just one to write about.
Absolutely. Well, maybe there'll be a second edition of this book and you could have another story to share.
Thank you, Amanda, for having us.
Absolutely. Could you remind the listeners again, one more time, how, Leanne, do they get a hold of you to assist them with a journey that they're going through right now, or a chapter, a season in their life that you could bring so much love, comfort, and hold so much space for?
Our website would probably be the best place to start. It's www.naturallynurtured.ca. And we have our email, we have our phone number, we have, if you go to the services page, you can click on that, and right at the top of the services offered, there is a discovery call. It's free. You can book a little session, but it's not a session, sorry, a coffee visit. That's what I call it. And we can just have a conversation and just hear your story of where you are in this moment, and if we can help and be part of your healing process. So the website's probably good. And then from there, there's Facebook and Instagram.
Wonderful, Leanne. Thank you so much. And man, if you're listening to this incredible woman's story and what she has to offer, look her up and connect with her. And, even better yet, grab the book, read the inspiring stories in this book, and look for Leanne's Horse, Heart, and Home. Thank you again, Leanne, so very much. And we look forward to the book being out soon.
Thank you so much, Amanda. And thank you. It's just fun and pretty cool how many stories there are in the book.
Absolutely. And the best part is one of those is yours.
Thank you.
All right. Well, you take care. And everybody listening, thank you so much. And stay tuned for some more interviews.
Thanks for listening. This show was brought to you by Divas That Care. Connect with us on Facebook, on Instagram, and of course on divasthatcare.com, where you can subscribe to our newsletter so you don't miss a thing.